Let's talk about Ecoline and how it can be used in mixed media illustration. I'm going to be using the Ecoline liquid watercolor paper. It's a hot press, very bright white surface that's specifically been formulated to work with the Ecoline colors. We're going to start off by using the liquid version of Ecoline in 30 milliliter glass jars with a pipette, so I like to use an additional palette for mixing my own colors. As you can see, you can get a very vibrant effect, or you can add a lot of water to subdue them. These colors get their vibrancy because they are a dye-based color, which means that you get that heavy saturation if you use it in its full strength. However, if mixed with water, you can get that more subtle effect. The dye base has its benefits, such as the saturation, but it also means that it's not light fast and will fade over time. So these colors are ideal for somebody that is going to scan their work. Next, I'm going to be using the Ecoline markers. There's the brush pen, as well as the duo tip, with a chisel and a nib end. The nib is perfect for drawing a consistent line. In this case, I'm using it for precision, and then I'm using a wet brush to blend the marker out. All of the markers work in this way, where you can just add a little bit of water to blend it, make it more transparent. And speaking of transparency, all of these Ecoline colors are very transparent, so layering is a dream with them. They also can be reinstituted at any time because they are all water soluble. If you do want some opacity in your piece, I highly recommend trying some gouache. In this case, I'm going to be using Hollins white gouache, and I'm just going to be toning the gouache with the Ecoline colors. The fluid form is very easy to mix, and the gouache is even compatible with the markers, which feature a gum arabic binder. This is perfect for going back through your piece and adding highlights. Another great addition is the Bruinzeel Aquarelle colored pencils. These are a professional grade watercolor pencil that works wonderfully on this Ecoline paper. Because it is that hot press finish, we're going to get really smooth shading, and we're not going to get that unwanted texture that a cold press paper will bring us. This allows for our saturated Ecoline colors to have really smooth transitions between each other, and if we need a little bit of extra refining of our edges or some precise details, these colored pencils will do the trick. Next, I want to show you one of my favorite things you can do with Ecoline products. I'm going to be using one of the brush pens and also a jar in a contrasting color. All you're going to do is take the brush pen and dip it inside the jar. You only want the nib to go in about halfway, and it will create a beautiful gradient between the two colors. This is a perfect way to add smaller details into your piece that aren't going to be consistently one color. In this case, I'm going to be using them on the eyelashes, and we're going to get a whole bunch of different tones and values of dark purple, as opposed to just a solid black. And although Ecoline lends itself really well towards working with other water-based medias, you don't have to combine it to create a full illustration. You can just use the Ecoline products on its own. The versatility is one of my favorite things about it. I did also want to mention one of my other favorite things about the line. There is actually a number system that carries throughout their products. The jars, as well as both of the markers, have a matching number system that allows you to do large washes of the same color that you can also use in marker form. So this is just something that helps us artists be able to have more options for when we create. Overall, the possibilities are limitless for however you choose to use Ecoline in your own mixed media illustrations. I hope you were able to pick up a tip or two on a new way to use these products together. Thanks for joining us on this colorful journey with Ecoline, where every stroke is truly eye-catching.